lot of angry people after that game, and I can tell you they weren't all from Cork either. Timothy O'Connell, who comes from Julianstown in County Meath, wrote to express his anger and disappointment at the way the whole event was run. The terraces, he said, were a disgrace. They were muddy, they were dirty, and they were most uncomfortable. There was no ladies' toilet near them, and they had a very poor view of the game. Well, trying to get out of the pitch was a nightmare. He claims that there were only 2 small gates with a very steep slope, which made the going very difficult. He concluded by saying, "And now they want an All-Ireland semi-final. Well, Galway and Offaly, beware. It was a very long and uncomfortable day, and I won't be there." Well, the O'Connells from Julianstown obviously had a very bad time in Limerick. We're going to leave this one open for the Munster Council to respond to it if they wish, but I have to say that there were more than the O'Connells angry about last Sunday's game in Limerick. I'm sure, though, the O'Connells will be hoping for a better time next Sunday when they watch their own county in the Leinster final. We had a letter from Edward Grannon from Prosperous in Naas, County Kildare, who wants to know why the Sunday game only shows the highlights of the big games and sometimes leave out the scores. Well, Edward, all I can say is that the Sunday game is a highlights programme. Now, if we showed the full match, there'd be an awful lot of people around the country leaving the pubs very late. And, you know, the fines are pretty stiff right now. Mind you, there were 35 scores in last Sunday's hurling final, so obviously something had to go. Well, now, that would be me if Patsy Doohan of Connolly in Ennis, County Clare had his way. He was outraged by an insensitive and frivolous comment that I made last Sunday in relation to Sean Kelly and the Tour de France. He quotes me as saying that Sean Kelly is backpedalling at the moment, and he wants me to apologise for my thoughtless remark about a great sportsman. Well, first of all, Patsy, I said that Sean Kelly was pedalling backwards, which was slightly different. It was meant to say that he was losing ground, or at least that's what I hope it conveyed. I apologise to Sean Kelly fans if they took exception to that, but I can assure you that I admire Sean Kelly as much as anybody. Finally, if you are writing into the programme, please do include your name and your full address, because otherwise we will not use the letters, although we will withhold your full address if you wish. Well, now let's take a check then on the day's scorelines in Gaelic games, and we're going to